남규태방송 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까. 오늘은 2023년 5월 27일 토요일입니다. 오늘은 현재 시간은 오전 5시 43분입니다. 성경공부 521회 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 성경은 이사야 23장부터 영문으로 읽어보겠습니다. prophecy against Tyre, will you ships Tarshish, for Tyre is destroyed and left without house or harbor from the land of Cyprus. Word has come to them, be silent, you people of the Iceland, and you merchants of Sidon, whom the seafarers have enriched. On the great waters came the grain of the sheol, the harvest of the Nile was the revenue of Tyre, and she became the marketplace of the nations. Be ashamed, Sidon, and you fortress of the sea. For the sea has spoken, I have neither been in labor nor given birth. I have neither nursed sons nor brought up daughters. When word comes to Egypt, they will be in anguish at the report from Tyre. Cross over to Tarshish, will you people of the Iceland? Is this your city of rebellion, the old city, whose pit have taken her to settle in far off lands, who planned this against Tyre, the bestower of crowns, whose merchants are princes, whose traders are renowned in the earth. The Lord Almighty planned it to bring down her pride in all her splendor, and to humble all who are renowned on the earth. Till your land as they do along the Nile, daughter Tarshish, for you no longer have a harbor. The Lord has stretched out his hand over the sea and made its kingdoms travel. He has given an order concerning Phoenicia. that her fortresses be destroyed. He said, "No more you will rebelling virgin daughter she done now cross over to Cyprus. Even there you will find no rest. Look at the land of the Babylonians. These people that is now of no account. The Assyrians have made it a place for desert creatures. They raised up their siege two towers. They stripped its fortress bare and turned it into a ruin. Will you ships of Tarshish, your fortress is destroyed. At that time, Tyre will be forgotten for 70 years, the span of a king's life. But at the end of these 70 years, it will happen to Tyre as in the wrong of the prostitute. Take up a harp, walk through the city, you forgotten prostitute. Play the harp well, sing many songs, so that you will be remembered at the end of 70 years. The Lord will deal with Tyre. She will return to her lucrative prostitution and will pray. Her trade will all the kingdoms on the face of the earth. Yet her profit and her earnings will be set apart for the Lord. They will not be stored or hoarded. Her profits will go to those who live before the Lord for abundant food and fine clothes. The Lord is going to lay waste the earth and devastate it. He will ruin its face and scatter its inhabitants. It will be the same for priest as for people, for the master as for his servant, for the mistress as for her servant, for seller as for a buyer, for below or as for lender, for debtor as for creditor. The earth will be completely laid waste and totally plundered. The Lord has spoken this word. The earth dries up and withers. The world languishes and withers. The heavens languish with the earth. The earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, curse consumes the earth. its people must bear their guilt. Therefore, earth's inhabitants are burned up, and very few are left. The new wine dries up, and the vine withers. All the merrymakers groan at the joyful time. Joyful timbrels are stilled. The noise of the revelers has stopped. The joyful harp is silent. No longer do they drink wine with a song. The beer is bitter to its drinkers. The ruined city lies desolate. The entrance to every house is barred. Buried. In the streets, they cry out for wine. All joy turns to gloom. All joyful sounds are banished from the earth. The city is left in ruins. Its gate is battered to pieces. So will it be on the earth and among the nations, as when an olive tree is beaten, or as when gleanings left after the grape harvest. They raise their voices, they shout for joy. From the west, they acclaim the Lord's majesty. Therefore, in the east, give glory to the Lord. Exalt the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, in the islands of the sea. From the ends of the earth we hear singing, glory to the righteous one. But I said, I wait away, I waste away. Woe to me, the three cholos betray. With treachery, the three cholos betray. Terror and pit and snare wait you, people of the earth. Whoever flees at the sound of terror will fall into a pit. Whoever climbs out of the pit will be caught in a snare. The floodgates of the heavens opened. The foundations of the earth shake. The earth is broken up. The earth is separated asunder. The earth is violently shaken. And the earth reels like a drunkard. It sways like a heart in the wind. So heavy upon it is the guilt of its rebellion that it falls never to rise again. In that day, the Lord will punish the powers in the heavens above, and the kings on the earth below. They will be hurled together like prisoners bound in a 등기온, they will be shut up in prison and be punished after many days. The moon will be dismayed, the sun ashamed, for the Lord Almighty will reign on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before its elders with great glory. Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you and praise your name, for in perfect faithfulness you have done wonderful things. Things planned long ago. You have made the city a heap of rubble, the fortified town ruin. The foreigners stronghold the city no more. It will never be rebuilt. Therefore, strong peoples will honor you. Cities of ruthless nations will revere you. You have been a refugee for the poor, a refugee for the needy in their distress, a shelter from the storm, and a shade from the heat. For the priest of the rosary is like a storm driving against a wall, and like the heat of the desert. You silence the uproar of foreigners as heat is reduced by the shadow of a crowd. So the song of the rooster is stilled on this mountain. The Lord Almighty will prepare a feast of rich food for all peoples. A banquet of aged wine, the best of meat, and the finest of wines on this mountain. He will destroy the shroud that imposes all peoples. The sheet that covers all nations, he will swallow death forever. The sovereign Lord will wipe away the tears from all faces. He will remove his people's disgrace from all the earth. The Lord has spoken in that day. They will say, surely this is our God. We trusted in him and he saved us. This is the Lord. We trusted in him. Let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. The hand of the Lord will rest on this mountain, but Moab will be trampled in their land as a straw is trampled down in the manure. They will stretch out their hands in it as swimmers stretch out their hands to swim. God will bring down their pride. This bite the cleverness of their hands. He will bring down your high fortified walls and lay them low. He will bring them down to the ground, to the very dust. In that day, this song will be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. God makes salvation is worse, and ramparts open the gates that the righteous nation may enter the nation that keeps peace. You will keep in the You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever. For the Lord Himself is the rock eternal. He humbles those who dwell on high. He raises the lofty city low. He rebels it to the ground and cast it down to the dust. Pit trample it down the pit of the oppressed, the footsteps of the poor, the path of the righteous is level. You, the upright one, make the way of the righteous smooth. Yes, Lord, working in the way of your laws, we wait for you. Your name and renown are the desire of our hearts. My soul yearns for you in the night. In the morning, my spirit longs for you. When your judgment come upon the earth, the people of the world learn righteousness. But when grace is shown to the wicked, they do not learn righteousness. Even in a land of uprightness, they go on doing evil and do not regard the majesty of the Lord. Lord, your hand is lifted high, but they do not see it. Let them see your zeal for your people and be put to shame. Let the fire reserved for your enemies consume them. Lord, you establish peace for us, all that we have accomplished, you have done for us. Lord, our God, other lords besides us, you have ruled over us, but your name alone do we honor. They are now dead, they live no more. Their spirits do not rise. You punished them and brought them to ruin. You wiped out all memory of them. You have enlarged the nation, Lord. You have enlarged the nation. You have gained glory for yourself. You have extended all the borders of the land. Lord, they came to you in their distress when you did blind them. They could barely whisper a prayer as a pregnant woman about to give birth. Wrists and cries out in her pain. So are we in your presence, Lord. We are with a child. We rested in river, but we gave birth to a wind. We have not brought salvation to the earth, and the people of the world have not come to life. But your dead will live, Lord. Their bodies will rise. Let those who dwell in the dust wake up and shout for joy. Your dew is like the dew of the morning. The earth will give birth to her dead. Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourselves for a little while until his arrest has passed by sea. The Lord is coming out of his dwelling to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will disclose the blood shed on it. Thus will conceal its slain no longer. In that day, the Lord will punish with his sword his peers, great and powerful sword, Leviathan, son, the greeting serpent, Leviathan, the coiling serpent. He will slay the monster of the sea. It that day sing about a fruitful vineyard. I, the Lord, watch over it. I wait in continually. I guard it day and night so that no one may harm it. I am not angry if only the real briars and sons confronting me. I would march against them in battle. I would set them all on fire, or else let them come to me for refuge. Let them make a peace with me. Yes, let them make a peace with me. In days to come, Jacob will take a lot. Israel will bud and blossom and fill all the world with fruit. Has the Lord struck her as he struck down those who struck her? Has she been killed? So those were killed who killed her by warfare and exile. You contend with her. With his peers blessed, he drives her out. As on a day the east wind blows. By this then will Jacob's guilt be atoned for, and this will be the fruit of the removal of his sin. When he makes all the altar stones to be like limestone crushed to pieces, no Asherah poles or incense altars will be left standing. The fortified standards desolate and abandon the settlement forsaken like the wilderness. There the calves graze. There they lie down, they strip its branches bare. When its the wings are dry, they are broken open, and the woman come and make fires with them. For this is people without understanding, so their maker has no compassion on them, and their creator shows them no favor. In the day the Lord will thresh from the plowing Euphrates to the Wadi of Egypt, and you, Israel, will be gathered up one by one. And in the day a great trumpet will sound. Those who are perishing in Assyria and those who were exiled in Egypt will come and worship the Lord on the holy mountain in Jerusalem. Woe to that less the pride of Ephraim's drunkards. to the fading flower his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile belly to decide the pride of those laid low by wine. See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a falling downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground that rests the pride of Ephraim's drunkards will be trampled underfoot. That fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile belly, will be like a pig's life before harvest, as soon as people see them and take them in hand. They swallow them in the day the Lord Almighty will be a glorious crown, a beautiful rest for the remnant of his people. He will be a spirit of justice to the one who sits in judgment, souls of strength to those who turn back the better at the gate. And these also stagger from wine and real from beer. Priests and prophets stagger from beer and befuddled with wine. They rear from beer. They stagger when seeing visions. They stumble when rendering decisions. All the tables are covered with vomit, and there is another part without pills. Who is it? He is trying to teach. To whom is he explaining his message? To children, we need from the milk to those just taken from the breast, for it is do this, do that, rule for this, rule for that, riddle here, riddle there. Very well, then we'll pour in hips and strange tongues. God will speak to these people to whom he said, this is the last resting place. Let the hilly rest, and this is the place of repose. But they would not listen. So then, and the word of the Lord to them will become, do this, do that, rule for this, rule for that, riddle here, riddle there, so that as they go, they will for backward, they will be injured and snared and captured. Therefore, hear the word of the Lord, you scoffers, who rule these people in Jerusalem. You boast, we have entered into a covenant with this, with the realm of the dead. We have made an agreement when An overwhelming scourge sweeps by it cannot touch us, for we have made a lie our refuge and falsehood our hiding place. So this is what Sovereign Lord says, see, I lay a stone in Shion, tested stone, a precious cornerstone for sure soul foundation. The one who relies on it will never be stricken with a panic. I will make justice the measuring line, and the righteousness the plumber line. Hail will sweep away your refuge, the lie, and water will overflow your hiding place. Your covenant with this will be annulled. Your agreement with the realm of the dead will not stand. When the overwhelming scourge sweeps by, you will be beaten down by it. As often as it comes, it will carry you away. Morning after morning, by day and by night, it will sweep through. The understanding of this message will bring sheer terror. The bed is too short to stretch out on, the blanket too narrow to wrap around you. The Lord will rise up as he did at Mount Perazim. He will lose himself as in the belly of Gibeon to do his work, his strange work, and perform his task, his lion task. No step your mocking, or your chance will become heavier. The Lord Almighty has told me of the destruction decreed against the whole land. Listen and hear my voice. Pay attention and hear what I say. When a farmer plows for planting, does he plow continually? Does he keep on breaking up and working the soil? When he has leveled the surface, does he not sow, caraway, and scatter cumin? Does he not plant wheat in its place, barley in its plat, and spelt in its field? His God instructs him and teaches him the right way. Caraway is not threshed with sledge, nor is the wheel of cart rolled over cumin. Caraway is beaten out with a rod, and cumin with a stick. grain must be ground to make bread. So one does not go on threshing it forever. The wheels of a threshing cart may be rolled over it, but one does not use a horse to grind the grain. Or this also comes from the Lord Almighty, whose plan is wonderful, whose wisdom is magnificent. What do you, Ariel, the city where David shattered at year to year, and let your cycle of festivals go on. Yet I will beside Ariel. She will mourn and lament. She will be to me like an altar hearth. I will encamp against you on all sides. I will encircle you with towers and set up my aged workers against you, brought low. You will speak from the ground. Your speech will mumble out of the dust. Your voice will come hoarse like from the earth. Out of the dust, your speech will whisper, but your many enemies will become like fine dust. The Lazarus hoarders like brown careful, suddenly in an instant, the Lord Almighty will come with thunder and earth's quake and great noise, with wind, storm and tempest and flames of devouring fire. Then the hordes of all the nations that fight against Ariel, that attack her and her fortress and besiege her, will be as it is with a dream, with a vision in the night. As when a hungry person dreams of eating, but all awakens hungry still. As when a thirsty person dreams of drinking, but awakens faint and thirsty still, so will it be with the hordes of all the nations. They fight against Mount Shion, be stunned and amazed, blind your shepherds, and be sightless, be drunk, but not from wine, stagger, but not from beer. The Lord has brought over you a deep sleep. He has shielded your eyes, the prophets. He has covered your heads, the shores. For you, this whole vision is nothing but all the sealed in a scroll, and if you give the scroll to someone who can read and say, read this, please, they will answer, I can't, it is sealed. Or if you give the scroll to someone who cannot read and say, read this, please, they will answer, I don't know how to read. The Lord says, these people come near to me with their mouths and honor me with their lips, but their hearts far from me. Their worship of me is based on merely human rules they have been taught. Therefore, once more I will taunt these people with a wonder upon wonder. The wisdom of the wise will perish. The intelligence of the intelligent will vanish. Woe to those who go to great depths to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their work in darkness and think, who sees us, who will know you turn things upside down as if the potter will sought to be like the clay shell. What is formed say to the one who formed it, you did not make me? Can the past say to the potter, you know nothing? In a very short time will Lebanon be turned into a fertile field, and the fertile field seem like a forest. In the day it deep will hear the words of the scroll, and out of gloom and darkness the eyes of the blind will see. Once more the humble will rejoice in the Lord. The needy will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. The rosary will vanish. The markers will disappear, and all who have an eye for evil will be cut down. Those who with the word make someone out to be killed, who ensnare the defender in court, and with false testimony deprive the innocent of justice. Therefore, this is what the Lord who redeemed Abraham as to the descendants of Jacob. No longer will Jacob be ashamed, no longer will their faces glow pale when they see among them their children, the work of my hands. They will keep my name holy. They will acknowledge the holiness of the Holy One of Yahweh, and they will stand in awe of the God of Israel. Those who are wayward in spirit will gain understanding. Those who complain will accept instruction. Woe to the obstinate children, declares the Lord, to those who carry out plans that are not mine, forming an alliance, but not by my spirit, heaping sin upon sin, who go down to Egypt without consulting me, who look for help to Hera's protection to Egypt's shade for refuge, but Pharaoh's protection will be to your shame. Egypt's shade will bring you disgrace, though they have officials in Soan, and their boys have arrived in Hence, everyone will be put to shame because of people usually to them who bring neither help nor advantage, but only shame and disgrace. Prophecy concerning the animals of the Negev through land of hardship and this trees of lions and lionesses of adders and darting snakes. The boys carry their leashes on donkeys' backs. Their treasures on the humps of camels. To that profitable nation, to Egypt, whose help is utterly useless. Therefore, I call her Rahab, the donation. Go now, write it on tablet for them, inscribe it on a scroll that for the days to come it may be an everlasting witness for these rebellious people. They say for children unwilling to listen to the Lord's instruction, they say to the seers, see no more visions. And to the prophets, give us no more visions of what is right. Tell us present things, prophecy, illusions. Live this way, get off this path, and stop confronting us with the Holy One of Israel. Therefore, this is what the Holy One of Israel says. Because you have rejected this message, relied on oppression and depended on deceit, this sin will become for you like a high or a crack and bulking that collapses suddenly in an instant. If it will break in pieces like a pottery, shatter the so seriously that among its pieces no fragment will be found. For talking coals from hers or scooping water out of a system. This is what the sovereign Lord, the Holy One of Israel, says. In repentance and rest is your salvation. In Quietness and trust is your strength, but you would have none of it. You said, No, we will free on horses, therefore you will free. You said, We will light up on swift horses. Therefore, your pursuits will be swift, thousand will free. At three to about one, at three to about five, you will all flee away till you left like a plague step on a mountain top, like a banner on a hill. Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you, therefore he will rise up to show you compassion. For the Lord is God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for him. People Shion who live in Jerusalem, you will weep no more. How gracious he will be when you cry for help. As soon as he hears, he will answer you. Although the Lord gives you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction. Your teachers will be hidden no more. With your own eyes, you will see them. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, This is the way, work in it, and then you will desecrate your idols overlaid with silver and your images covered with gold. You will throw them away like menstrual clothes and say to them, always with you. He will also send you rain for the seed you sow in the ground, and the food that comes from the land will be rich and plentiful. In that day, your cattle will graze in broad meadows. The oxen and donkeys that work the soil will eat powder and mesh spread out with pork and shepherd in the day of great slaughter, when the towers for streams of water will flow on every high mountain and every lofty hill. The moon will shine like the sun, and the sunlight will be 7 times brighter, like the light of 7 4 days, when the Lord when the Lord bind up the breezes of his people and heals the wounds he inflicted. See, the name of the Lord comes from a pearl with burning anger and dance. clouds of smoke. His lips full of laps, and his tongue is consuming fire. His breath is like a rousing torrent rising up to the neck. He shakes the nations in the shiver of destruction. He places in the jaws of the peoples bearded heads, them astray. And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your heart will rejoice as when people playing pipers go up to the mountain of the Lord. To the rock of Israel, the Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice, and will make them see his arm coming down with a raging anger and consuming fire. With a crowd burst, thunderstorm, and hail, the voice of the Lord will shatter Assyria. With his rod he will strike them down. Even stroke raise on them will his punishing club. Will be to the music of timbrels and harpers as he fights them in battle with the bellows of his arm. Topaz has long been prepared. It has been made ready for the king. Its fire pit has been made deep and wide. With an abundance of fire and wood, the breeze of the road like a stream of burning sulfur sets a praise. While to those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses, who trust in the multitude of their chariots, and in the great strength of their horsemen, but do not look to the Holy One of Israel, or seek help from the Lord. Yet he too is wise and can bring disaster. He does not take back his word. Orders, he will rise up against that wicked nation, against those who help evil doors, but the Egyptians are mere mortals and not God. Their horses are present and not a spirit. When the Lord stretches out his hand, those who help will stumble. Those who are helped will fall, all will perish together. This is what the Lord says to me, as a lion growls, a great lion over its prey, and though a whole band of shepherds is called together against it, it is not frightened by their shouts or this turbo by their grammar. So Lord Almighty will come down to the better on Mount Sion and on its heights. Like birds hovering overhead, the Lord Almighty will shield Jerusalem. He will shield it and deliver it. He will pass over it and will rescue it. Return, you Israelites, to the one you have so greatly voted against. For in that day every one of you will reject the idols of silver and gold your sinful hands have made. Assyria will fall by no human sword, sword not mortals will devour them. They will flee before the sword, and their young men will be put to force the labor. Their strong hold will fall because of the me of terror at the sight of the battle stand. Their commanders will panic, declare the Lord, whose fire is in Shion, whose promise is in Jerusalem. 성경 공부 521회 방송은 여기서 종료하겠습니다. 이사야 31장까지 영문으로 읽어보았습니다. 주기 전문 기도하고 방송을 끝내겠습니다. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours in the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. 아멘. 성경공부 521회 방송을 시청해 주신 분께 감사드리겠습니다. 안녕히 계십시오.